Hey guys, Coach Pete with academicrecruits.com coming to you today to talk about walk-ons, what a walk-on is, what it means, and whether or not that's potentially a good path for you to pursue. First of all, walk-on means that you have an invited spot on the team. They're going to help you get into school more than likely, but you will not have a scholarship. There will be no basketball scholarship awarded. You'll simply be promised a spot on the team. Now, to some people that sounds like a great deal. To some people it sounds like not such a great deal. And I hear a lot of times from parents, well, walk-ons don't get treated right. They have to dress in the janitor's closet. They never have a chance to play, so on and so forth. The reality is this. The higher the level you go, the less likely it is a walk-on will play. For example, Lee Melchioni was a walk-on at Duke who got playing time, but he was an invited, recruited walk-on who was promised a scholarship going into his second year. Mario West, who now plays in the NBA, was a kid on our team at Georgia Tech who was a walk-on as a freshman, but he was a recruited walk-on who was guaranteed a scholarship in year two. If you're not in a situation where they're saying, we will scholarship you in year two, it's just a straight walk-on opportunity at the highest level, the so-called high major level, ACC, Big Ten, Big 12, Big East, so on and so forth. The odds are overwhelming that you will never see the court, ever. You need to be mentally prepared for that. And that's hard for some kids to do. There was a kid who went to Arizona State as a walk-on. It was very difficult because he was good enough to have just enough success in practice to believe he was being cheated out of playing time. And he eventually transferred to a Division III school. He'll have a great career. And then there's another kid who's at Georgia Tech as a walk-on right now. He's never going to play, or at least it's very unlikely he's ever going to play. And he likes it. He likes practicing against that level of competition every day. He likes the fact that people know who he is on campus, and he's having an awesome time. So it really just depends on the kid. But the tippy-top level, you're not going to play. It's extremely, extremely, extremely unlikely you'll ever see the court. So prepare yourself for that. But there are different levels within levels. Mid-major, low major. In those situations, walk-ons have a chance to play on a fairly regular basis. At Rice University, a very high level, on a 19-win team in the WAC before they moved to Conference USA, a kid, Walt Chancellor, wound up starting for us because he just played so hard in practice and was such a smart player and such a glue guy that Coach Wilson felt we needed him on the floor. He brought an extra level of competitiveness and an extra level of a defensive mentality that we didn't have before. And he was a walk-on, and he got lots of playing time. At Lafayette College, ever since I've known the program, they've had a walk-on starter. The last 2 years, Rob Delaney's a walk-on starter. 2 years before that, Mike Gruner was a walk-on starter. Same thing in the Patriot League. Bucknell had a 6'7" walk-on who got good playing time his freshman year. At Lehigh, on their championship team, Dave Buckberger was a walk-on, a starter. I don't think they would have won the title without him. So it really just depends on the situation. Don't accept on its face that if I go play Division I as a walk-on, I'll have no chance to play whatsoever, and I'll be treated like a second-class citizen. It 100% depends on the school, and you can do the research. You can look at box scores. You can find out whether or not walk-ons have played in the past. You can ask assistant coaches. You can ask other coaches in that league to find out the truth. But I guess the main message is, it's a good lesson for life as well. Don't just accept something you've heard on its face that maybe sounds like it makes sense. Do the research to find out what's true. Because the reality with Division I walk-on situations is it's program to program to program. And the smaller the Division I school, the smaller the Division I conference, the more likely it is you could potentially get playing time. So I hope that helps clear that up a little bit with the walk-on pool. And make sure if you're looking at potentially going that route, you can't go in there with the expectation of playing time because you may be disappointed. But let's be realistic. Most good Division III schools recruit 8-10 kids in a given class. You're not guaranteed to play there either. So, as we've said repeatedly, if you're not going to make money playing basketball, top division Spain, top division Italy, NBA, that kind of thing, you really need to choose the school rather than the program. You need to make a 40-year decision rather than a 4-year decision. So I hope that clears some up about the walk-on situations. It's a mix and match. It depends on the school. Do your research. Find out for yourself. No two schools will be the same, but you shouldn't walk around believing that a walk-on route in the Division I ranks. It's a 0% chance that you'd have any chance to play because that's just not the reality based on my experience. So my email is coachpete@academicrecruits.com. Feel free to get back to me if you have any questions, and I appreciate y'all's time.